Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Aries Sky Rita Lee's video blog. I'm also known as Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee or Aries Sky. Sorry, I'm brushing my hair. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're comer backer, welcome. So I got a couple things to share with you today, some actual updates and news and more. So I read an article today, right? So I was talking to a guy who 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 came to me and said, CNN is for Donald Trump. Well, that's good and dandy to know. So they did an article today I wanted to read you. Apparently Brother Higgins is griping about something or other. I don't know what he's griping out. And if you hear that, that's the coffee, you know. So I got a short video for you. So he's like, how short? How short? Well, I don't know. Short round, you tell me, okay? So, a little Indiana Jones humor there. So, Shorty's complaining about how long this video is going to be. Let's read you the article and the tabs, okay? So, it goes like this. It says, and I'll give you the link so you can read it yourself. This is quoting CNN, so I'm not taking anything. I'm just sharing it with you, okay? And by the way, they had the article on TV too this morning. It was pretty good. That's why I wanted to find it. So to share with you because this is today's topics. It says, topic is, I'm down to eating ramen. Social Security benefits are keeping up with inflation. Amen. Now, before you guys sit there and say, is this true? Yes, it is. That's why we're here to talk about it. See? Yeah, here. Let me show you from the corner by moving it. See? One case. This is the next case. I think there's one more case after that. That might be my last case. So I ordered some more. So let me tell you, okay? This cost me $7 for a case of 24. This costed me $5.40, but now it's $14. So anytime people say, oh, that your flavor, oh, there's one more down there. Okay, so I ordered 5 more cases. That costed me $35 plus tax. Okay, that's my dinner. This is my meals. So you guys are saying, well, you know, you live high off the hog. Well, let me just tell you, inflation doesn't keep up with pricing. Now, where I live, there's a high inflation anyways because we're a tourist island. So I'm going to share this so you can see my beautiful face. So, yeah, let's read the article and get it over. This is the first part I want to do today. It says, until last year, Jane Albright could afford to eat roast beef sandwiches and tuna salad for lunch. Huh? But the widowed 78-year-old now has to skimp on her meals because their Social Security benefits haven't kept up the rising costs of food, housing, and health care. Well, if she lives in her own house, that's why. Property taxes. But it says here in the next thing talking about landlord. A retired graphic designer, Albright estimates she's paying $100 more a month at supermarket than she was before inflation started skyrocketing in 2021. See? Her landlord has increased their monthly rent by a total of $65 over the past 2 years. Her utility bills are larger, and some are even $7. And some of the 7 medication she takes daily after suffering a heart attack has gotten more expensive. She hasn't had a haircut in more than a year, though she doesn't like to wear her hair so long. I feel for you, Jane. I really do. So, I'm down to eating ramen for lunch. I feel for you, too. I eat ramen and mac and cheese. That's all I can afford. So, I do like the occasional steak from time to time, but that's very expensive, which I've never eaten in my life until recently, she said. Albright, an Indiana, Pennsylvania resident who relies primarily on $11.63 in monthly Social Security payments. If not marked down, I just don't eat it. I haven't even eaten beef since I don't know when. I can't afford it. Well, I'm going to bring up a couple things after this discussion, okay? Because I got a couple things to share with you. Many other senior citizens are also feeling the inflation squeeze. Social Security benefits has lost 20 cents of their buying power since 2010, according to recent analysts by the Senior Citizen Leave and Advocacy Group. Those who retired that year would need a boost of $370 a month or $44.40 a year on average to regain their lost value. That's true. I put another way, every $100 a household spends in 2010 would only purchase 80 today. Say 2010. Every January, Social Security recipients get an annual cost of living adjustment known as a COLA, but the increase often don't keep up with the actual rise in prices, hurting senior citizens. Many who live in fixed incomes and depend heavily on their Social Security benefits. 8 of the last 15 adjustments have come in lower than inflation for that year. Lower than inflation. Read that, people. Social Security benefits has risen by 58% by 2010 to 2024. risen 58%. These numbers don't lie. But the cost of goods and services purchased by typical retirees jumped 73% during that time. 73%. The league said prices of bread and ground beef, for instance, have shot up nearly 147% and 73% respectively. So bread's 147% because of probably the war in Ukraine, maybe, and then 73% for beef for that period. A surge of inflation in recent years resulted in some of the largest annual adjustments since early 80s. Beneficiaries received a hefty increase for 5.9 for 2022 and 8.7 2023, but the 8.7 didn't help us any, did it? But only 3.2 for this year, since the inflation supposedly cooled. Really? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Still, over the last 5 years, the 2023 adjustment has been a rate of inflation. The league said the COLA lagged inflation as much as 1.1% after other years. The annual adjustments are based on the percentage changes in an inflation index from the average for the third quarter of the current year compared to the same year in the prior year. Next year's boost will be announced in October, but expect to be 2.6 based on inflation rates through June, said Shannon Benton, the league's executive director. The 2.6 is not nothing. And I'll get to that in a minute. Rates through June, okay, director. That's not enough to keep up with many seniors' actual expenses, especially since shortfalls accumulate from prior COLAs don't cover price increases. Yeah, so we're hearing that households costs rose faster than the COLA last year, with food and housing leading the way, she said, adding that some seniors are being forced to spend down their retirement savings at a faster rate and go into credit card debt. Let me tell you about that in a minute. For Albright, it feels like their Social Security benefits has lost more than 20% of their buying power. Probably true. Food prices are still going up. Utility prices have skyrocketed. She said, let's face it, the cost of everything is up. Okay. Now, this is my video, and this is what we're talking about today. So, that's the sound of the coffee pot. So, let's get to it, shall we? Let's get to this video. Now, I'm going to use Brother Higgins as an example today. Sorry, Brother Higgins, I'm poking you, but I have no choice today, okay? I want to talk about the cost of living increase, inflation, etc. Okay. Now, Higgins brings in, I think he said $941 a month, $942, something like that. You can't live on $942. He's fighting Social Security to get more money. But they're going to push back and say, no. In the end, he may be on $942. So, to basically be generous to Higgins today in this argument, you see what Higgins has got to do. But then again, they want to crush Higgins by telling him he can't afford house, no property tax, no this. You're out in your league. You're violating the law. We're taking you away. You can't do this. He's trying to basically make it so SSI recipients get more. Fortunately, they're turning around and telling him if you're fighting for the SSI recipients, not likely. They'll say, oh, you're inflating it. You're overinflating my ego. They're going to say if you're helping as an advocate, then you can get a job. Plain and simple. Pretty much, That's how the government works. But we're not here to talk about the government or inflation, okay? I'm trying to find a cup. So, here's the deal. I got to prepare. See? So, my dinner is going to be tonight ramen again. Now, you guys are wondering, how can I live on ramen? Well, I like ramen. It's a comfort food, actually. So, to me, I don't mind it. Yeah, Zoe knows this too. But anyways, Zoe woke me up this morning at 10 in the morning. Thanks, Zoe. I was trying to sleep, lady. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the brass tacks here. So Higgins literally lives on X amount of money. He wants more. He wants this like $5,000 a month he thinks he's entitled to. Well, you work for it, you're entitled to a point. But we're not here to poke Higgins about his entitlements. No, we're here to talk about this is what Higgins has to do. But Higgins, on the other hand, I'm going to say has like $5 billion in food stamps. I got to throw that in there. I don't know what his food stamp is, jokingly. He can afford the beef. He can afford the chicken. But guess what? The little old lady that brings in less than $1,200 can't afford beef and chicken because, well, she's right out of the scope of the government range. You see, every year the government raises the range to keep the elderly from getting apparently food stamps. So, for example, the old lady goes in and says, "Oh, I have $11.83 a month." They say, "Oh, your breakdown for food stamps to get food stamps is $11.80, for example, right?" I mean, literally, I'm being recertified for food stamps right now, and I'm basically really cranky because they're like, "Oh, you're new," so I made arrangements. So there you go. In the meantime, am I worried? No. Am I going to be worried? No. So now here's the deal, people. Higgins sits there and he's like, look, a lot of people think, me, for example, right? My family turns around. The other day, someone said to me, well, inflation must not be hurting and family members are helping me out. Yeah, it is. The thing is, they want these videos. They want me to tell people how they can afford them. Look, my cousin Dinky and Corey literally are spending $8 or $9 a foot, I think it was, for wood in Texas. $8 or $9 a foot just for treated cedar, I think it was, just to make a fence, I think it was. And the price of metal went up to the point where a chain link fence was 8 or 9 times the price. I mean, think about it. 8 or 9 times the price for a fence. Yeah. Anyway, my ramen pot needs to be cleaned today. So one of the things I got to do while we're talking is I got to put the dishes away and explain. A lot of people don't understand why the Rita lives on ramen. Because I chose to, but at the same time, look around at like what Zoe saw when she was here. Food banks giving expired hamburger. The other day, Chloe came out to visit. She took some of this. I got a couple bowls of soup left. I got to heat up again for those. She took some of this hamburger out. Defrosted it. We had it defrosted, ready to go. Defrosted same day. It was stinking. We went through 26 pounds of hamburger in the freezer. We cleared out. What? Because it was rotten. It went bad. It was expired. She, on the other hand, knows what happens. Food bank gets the stuff that's on the brink or they didn't handle it right. So they're like, oh, we didn't handle this food properly. We'll just give it to the homeless or the needy at the food bank. And guess what happens? Those people get sick. Now, let's get to it, shall we? So, Higgins turns around. And he literally, poor Higgins, he's being used as an example today, but for good reason. He sits there and he says, oh, I can't afford this and I can't afford that. He's in a different, this needs to be re-cleaned. He says he can't afford many things, right? Well, guess what? That is mostly his property taxes, okay? Property taxes. He can't afford property taxes, so he's trying to fight to keep his house. And it's commendable because Brother Higgins' property taxes, he owns his house outright and they're still charging him for it. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here. And say, for Brother Higgins' sake, my father-in-law's sake, who the fuck should be paying property taxes if his house is paid for? That's the thing. These greedy bastards, they just want to charge more. Oh, you got to cover the kids' schooling. Well, maybe the schooling, the schoolhouse, and the school curricular is pretty shitty. Why should he be paying for shitty service? Oh, well, let's go into shitty service again. Okay? Now, let me tell you about shitty service. This needs to be cleaned again, too. Okay, so. This needs to be. I got to give that to my neighbor to her plate. Let me tell you about shitty service, okay? Shitty service is service that's shitty, You say, oh, well, what is shitty service? Well, let me explain what shitty service is, okay? Shitty service, this is Zoe's tongs, by the way, is service that is shitty. For example, I was talking to a guy who's talking to a guy who's talking to a guy who's talking to a guy. I know all these people that talk to guys, right? They got back to the county sheriff here on this island. What did they say? The sheriff is pretty damn useless. Yeah, they don't care. Someone's house can burn down and they would be investigating it for 6 months because they don't care. See? The law enforcement, they don't give a shit, okay? So to me, I can understand why Higgins doesn't want to pay for law enforcement. They're useless. You can arm yourself and basically be one man protecting your property and your life over trusting the men in blue to do it. Okay, now I'm not going to basically sit there and this isn't misinformation. Okay, this is just basically my opinion. Okay, now Higgins turns around and he's basically got to pay taxes. Okay, And he's got to live off of very little for 3 or 4 months a year. He doesn't get to live on anything. This is why we're talking about inflation. Think about it. But he's got food stamps. So he can live on better cheddars and sausages and anything else that he could sit there and what the fuck is wrong with my chair? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. See? This is what happens when you buy a Chinese-made chair. The damn bolt came off. See this? Now I gotta find the fucking screw for it. Oh yeah, look at this. I gotta fucking tighten them all down. I think I got the bolt in my office or something. Yeah, see? Yeah? Yeah, I can't even fucking get a break. Yeah. So apparently, I think the threads have been shaved. See? Old man comes over here, uses it, and doesn't want to get off my chair and everything, and then fucking this happens. And I gotta fucking fix a bolt, and I gotta get the part for it, which means the tool I think is in here. Thank God I kept it. Still, let's see. I think I kept it. The old man was complaining the other day about something. I needed the fucking, yeah. Here's my other scissors. I knew it was in here. Just maybe it's this. I think. Maybe. Let me look. Let me see. Does this work? Because if it doesn't, we're really going to be screwed, preppers. I mean, literally. I need a hex key is what I need. And the hex key, they give you these specialty wrenches to fix things. And then when you don't need one, your damn toolkit doesn't even come with one. Yeah. Think about it. There we go. So now I just need the fucking hex key because the hex key. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah. See it. Think about it. Now I just gotta fucking tighten these. And the tighten these are gonna be a pain because I don't have the fucking key. I don't think the key wrench. Think about it. They give you a cheap ass chair, and slowly but surely, after a year, the damn chair starts falling apart. Good price if you want a basically cheap chair, but something happens to it. Oh Lord, you're gonna have some problems. I mean, literally, they need to give us the parts or something. I mean, they give us all these tools, and you put it in a special place, and then it's like, oh, you need. Oh, here's another one. See, look at this. They give you these little wrenches, but they don't tell you which one's which. You know what it is? It's a little hex key, which doesn't even have it's a special screw that they give you a special thing for it. So what I gotta do is I gotta fucking pain in the ass, I tell you, just to fucking let's see if this will work. I mean, that's the thing, they gave us the wrong thing, all right. So inflation's high, People sit there, okay? I'm going to tell you guys a story. People sit there. I'm going to just tighten with my hands right now and hope like hell I can find the damn screw soon because I don't even know what I'm doing. Because the damn thing was so damn wonky. Okay, so then I got to wash my hands afterwards. And then maybe we can continue with this because frankly I wanted to finish up so I can do my next project today, okay? I'm going to have Higgins basically help me with probably finding a replacement chair. I think I can order the same one. Maybe the next one won't be so damn falling apart. Yeah. See what I got to deal with, people? All right, so I'll find the parts later. It's probably over here or something. Once I find it, I'm going to tighten the damn thing. But yeah, see more parts. The chair slowly is falling apart after a year or so. Anyways, let's get on with the damn thing. I'm trying to get the dishes done. My chair is acting wonky, so all right. So little chair grease. Here we go. So let's get down to the brass tacks of finishing it. There we go. Now, maybe we can finish what we started. See, it just doesn't take this long once you get moving. Okay, so it goes like this, my friends. Higgins is literally living on peanuts every month, okay? And then he says he wants a new computer. He's entitled to a new computer. I'm trying to help him with one, but he's got to get his SDS 200 first. That's the goal. I won't help otherwise, So, frankly, here's my opinion, okay? Here's my true opinion, okay? Not about computers or radios or whatever. My opinion is this, okay? Inflation is out of hand. Yeah, I mean, it's $7 for a gallon of milk. Zoe had to leave because bacon was, and Zoe can confirm this. It was between $9 and $19 a pound or less. It was like 12 ounces of bacon when she was there. It was $13. Sorry. When I buy bacon, which I need to check and see if do we have any more bacon in my freezer. Chloe's coming out. Do we have any more bacon? No, we don't. So I got to defrost these. So I'm defrosting a turkey this tomorrow for Friday's dinner. I'm having a turkey. Why? Because I can, and two is it's because it's a turkey. And the reason for it is what I can afford. See, I'm having a guest come, and even Zoe knows that this is not affordable. Plain and simple. Yeah. Now, you guys are standing around, you're thinking, what is affordable? Well, my ramen's affordable until they raise the price on it. Then what happens when they raise the price for a person has to make a decision? Think about it. Let me tell you what I had to do the other day. I was talking to Zoe the other day, okay? And I said to the lovely Zoe, I'm going to have to cut corners. Zoe says, what do you mean? I said, I don't live in a great little state where she lives, where she can get lower pricing and stuff. Me, I have to live on ramen, but that's only because I choose to. But the reason I choose to is, as Zoe knows, is the grocery store kicked me out. Two is I left because, I've chosen to live with mac and cheese and ramen because that's what I love to eat. Yes. So people sit there and they say, well, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. You see, I got 20 boxes of mac and cheese coming. Okay. Now, I want to go over today's pricing. Okay. And I want you to know that if you go and watch Amazon Prime's Buy It Again under the Buy Again tab in your orders, my coffee went up $7 a can. Okay. My ramen stayed the same. My other ramen, this ramen, went up $9 for 12. $9. So while you sit there and you say, well, Rita, how come you're not eating these? Well, guess what? I'm not eating them because I'm eating all this down first. The other one. There's only 3 flavors at this price that I'm paying. Let me just tell you, bunny food, no problem. My dish soap just went up $2 more. So 4 bottles of dish soap just went up $2 more for a 4-pack. Batteries went up. The garbage bags went up another $2. So inflation's hitting it. I just got some paper towels. Now, man can't. Oh, and coffee. This other coffee I buy went up $2. So think about it. Shampoo and conditioner went down in price. Again, a lot of people aren't buying shampoo and conditioner much. When they do, every time I go to Safeway, for example, on the inflation argument, they're empty. Literally, shaving cream, razor blades, empty. They're taking all the cheaper stuff. I went and got paper towels today. I got 8 of these. Let me show you what I picked up. 8 of these on sale because my triple rolls are not available. My triple rolls are $60 a box for 12 triple rolls. So for the same price, I got 8 6-packs of double rolls. I'm showing you what I bought today. Came in today. See, 8 of these. See, 8 double rolls. See, I'm good. Why am I ordering this? Because winter's going to be setting in soon, and I don't want to go out. Zoe's not around. Now, a lot of you say, well, how come, I got 8 4-packs of toilet paper. Not when I told Zoe about the toilet paper, the joking on the inflation when she moved out here last year and then moved out this year because of inflation, for one, cost of living, pricing increase, etc. Toilet paper she brought me is 4 24 packs, mega rolls that are 96 rolls. I bought 96 rolls times 2. Why? Because again, have you noticed that food's gone up, but other things have gone down? Yeah. For example, one of my family members, I was telling Higgins this the other day. He's like, no, you don't need it. No, you don't need it. No, you don't need it. Right. So I'm going to tell you what happened the other day. Okay. So the other day he's like, no, you don't need it. Now we're not done here yet. Look, for example, bar soap down in price, cough medicine down in price, ranch dressing down in price. A lot of people had to cut out the ranch dressing just to eat their salad plain, or they're cutting out. See, the reason salad dressing stayed the same is because a lot of people ain't eating vegetables because they're just so damn expensive. Now you guys could sit there and say, well, how much am I paying for my mac and cheese? Well, that went up $1 a box, okay? So now you guys could sit there and say, well, is there anything that we literally did that we need, right? No, I'm not done here yet. I'm going to tell you what I think, okay, on a couple things. Dish soap. I just ordered some dish soap recently, two bottles, and then I ordered another 2 the next day, which was 4 big jugs like this for like $13. I went with Gain. Why would I go with Gain? Because it's a price. Okay, I'm trying to be frugal. Frugal means you got to live within your means. Okay, now my family, of course, I got to thank my family because one of my family members sent me a birthday present, which is on my bed there. I'm about to get ready to open it. But as I was telling Higgins the other day, should I buy one? He said no. Well, my family came through with a lot of birthday presents for me, a lot of birthday presents. Now, this item is usually $700, okay? I think they paid like $435 or something out the door. So I haven't even got to look at it. So today is the first time you guys get to look at it with me, okay? You guys get to literally look at it. So let me drink my coffee and let's open this box because I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited because one of the items they said to stand by for was a Steam Deck. So I think this may be the Steam Deck. I don't know. Got a new all-in-one computer coming soon. I got a laptop coming. Higgins is probably complaining about that. And I got a something else. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I see the box. It isn't the Steam Deck, okay? It says right there. Right there, if you see it. Right there in the box. We're going to unload it. It says right there in the box. Lenovo. So whatever this is, maybe it's that laptop. Not a laptop, right? Yeah, let's see. See? Shall we? I know Zoe's probably excited too. Oh, what is it? You know, she's probably watching and saying, "Oh yeah, Rita's doing a video." There we go. All right. So first we see a box within a box. So it's a box within a box. I love these surprises. Box within a box. I don't even know. It's cardboard, so it's protected. I assume this thing has Higgins would say, does it have a warranty? Does it have a SSD? I don't know. Does it have what is it? I have no clue. Okay, my family said to stand by for a couple items for me for my gaming. So, a box within a box. Here we go. We got this. This makes a good hat, right? Hello, my name's Higgins. I'm wearing a box on my head. Oh, wait, this is a styrofoam thing, a doodad thing. Come on, I have to be funny. Oh, fun. But thing is, what do we got here? What do we got here? It shows a battery icon. Hold on. Tell me out. It says here we have a Leo. It says Leo, so it must mean Legion. Yeah, small for Legion. What is this exactly? Okay, so is there tape around it? Yes, there's a seal. All right. I don't know what's in this, but this looks interesting. So let's. All right, so it says here Lenovo AMD Ryzen Z1 3.3 clocked at gigahertz, 16 gigs of RAM. There you go, Higgins. There's the specs. GPU is a Radeon, cool, and it runs Windows OS. Okay, and it says brand is Lenovo Legion Go. Okay, thank you, family, for sending this for my birthday. Maybe I can play in my bed Elder Scrolls Online and the other game, Stardew Valley, which I play every day. Oh, look at this. So we got this case. Oh, it's a case. Yeah, it looks like the Legion Go. See, look. I haven't even said you guys get this. And we get the warranty card. Okay, cool. Oh, and this has can't forget this apparently. This has, I don't know what this is, but this looks important. I'm like a little kid at Christmas time. Come on, dude. Let me open it up. I want to see what this is. All right. So we got the power plug here and a little power plug box. Cool. See, I can't even figure out what I'm doing right now. I'm going to have to put title in Lenovo Legion. So, you see, family got me this because it's my birthday. So technically, I don't want anyone bitching about, and I'll unbox the laptop when it comes to. But thing is I do so much for my family and friends and everyone else. I got to go look at a boat tomorrow. So I got to go and tell you this. Maybe I'll take this on the boat tomorrow. That might keep me entertained. Okay, so I'm like a little kid this morning opening this up. Let's see here. So we got this handy dandy case. Look, it says Lenovo on it. Oh, no, it says Legion. That's my first Legion. Legion laptops are very expensive, so I don't know what to expect. But shall we open this? I want to see what we got here because, frankly, as Chloe said, she is excited that if I can get this thing working, I may be able to play on my bed tonight for 2 hours of her game while she does. So here we go. So we got this cool case. Wow. All just to get it. And then here we go, guys. Look at this bad boy. Let's see how it feels. Wow. This thing's hot, beefier than a Switch. Let's compare this one to the Switch. Switch. Oh, yes. My Switch has got the controllers in the other room. I've been playing my Switch in the evening on the bed. Let me get my Switch real quick. Here we go. So here's my Switch LCD model. I found out the OLED models are not good. They get burning easier. Switch. Right here, Switch. Okay. Compared to this beefy thing. Look at this. This thing takes up almost the whole screen real estate alone just for the screen. Okay, let's just put this here lightly. I'll put it in this dock. Now let's look at this. Here we go, peeps. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at this. Look at this. So the screens detach apparently, okay? It's going to be a freaking dust magnet, I can tell you that much. But oh my God, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that screen. Now let's compare it with the Switch, okay? I haven't done much, but. So this one, switchy, that can play my 1.5 Stardew Valley or Stardew Valley 1.6. I say we got a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So, what's the plan, you say? Well, I'll tell you what the plan is. What's this? Is this like a little hat or something? I don't know. I'll just leave it here. So, plan is this. Okay, I'm going to take this. Yes. I don't know how this works. And we're going to close this up. I'm going to put my Switch away. And then I'm going to set this up. I don't know. Oh, I hear there's a stand for this. Let me see. Is there a stand for this? Let me look. I heard there was, but I don't know. Family said that this may just do what I need instead of needing a Steam Deck. Now Higgins, of course, will be like, "Oh yeah, here's the stand. Let's see. Can I actually set it up?" Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to set it like this. Let me show you. And I'm going to have to set it up like this in my office, and I'm going to have to start loading Windows in it. So. Higgins, old boy, I know you're watching my channel today. I think we got some work to do, don't we? So, in the meantime, I got to get this set up. So, there you have it, everyone. Got to get my coffee refill. So, let me plug this in. So, peeps, I guess it's time for me to... I guess it's time for me to leave until the 17.3-inch laptop comes in. By the way, thanks to family members again, and the all-in-one. So I get 3 toys this year for. I guess they said Christmas is coming early for me. So I want to take this with me on the ferry probably on Friday. I got to take a trip. I'll make sure to have the plug. Which, by the way, where did I put the plug? Huh? Maybe I left the plug in the box again. Come on, dude. I'm so excited I forgot where I put the plug. Oh, well. We'll figure that out, right? Plug should be around here. I took the plug out. So, it should have been right. Oh, yeah, right here. So, I'm going to go and play with this new toy, everyone. Hopefully, I don't get woke up, or I'm going to leave my ringer on in case Zoe wants to call me, or Higgins. But, like I said, I can't make this video too long. But, think of the inflation. This was on sale, so my family didn't want to pay $800 for it. So this was like $530 or $495 or something out the door, brand new. So let's see how well she works. So I will give you updates throughout the day or night or whatever once I get it up and running. I want to get this moving. So I will let you know when the all-in-one comes. I will know when the laptop comes, and I will let you know when other things come. I got some hard drives coming too. We're going to be updating and fixing the older computers. Why are we doing the older computers? I'll tell you why. Because we can't afford pretty much new ones. The only reason why the family got me this was they know that they think I'd be a lot happier with one of these instead of a Steam Deck. Well, let me see if I can prove them right or wrong. So stay tuned for that video. In the meantime, I got to go to work. I got to set this up. It's Windows 11. So thanks for watching, everyone. And Higgins, if you know my phone ringer is on, give me a ring. Zoe, you can call me too if you're watching this, but I'm like a little kid in the candy store. I got to go. Please add, subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like and subscribe button. Post some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunny. Thanks for watching. And God bless you and everything you do.